guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guide. As you all know now, I've changed over from colour pencil reviews to the Art Gear Guide, but I did allude to another change that would be coming in the new year, and we're here now, 2017, so Happy New Year to everybody. I hope that 2017 is a fantastic year for you. I hope it's a safe, healthy, successful year for every single one of you. I know that for this year, 2017, it has got off to a fantastic start for me, and the thing that has changed now for me, obviously the Art Gear Guide, that was coming along, and I know that a lot of you don't really like change. Change can be really awkward to get around. Some people embrace it, some people not so much. It can be difficult. I've tried to make the transition as smooth as possible, so I hope that it hasn't affected you guys too much, but I do feel that going forward, the website on the Art Gear Guide and all the other things that have improved upon for the Art Gear Guide, I think it's definitely going to be more beneficial to you guys in terms of navigating the website, and the content that I'm going to be giving you now, it's going to be a lot more professional. It's going to have a lot more of a professional feel to it. So the big news now for 2017 is now that I'm the new columnist, the new review columnist for Coloured Pencil magazine. Now, I'm sure anybody watching this video has already purchased at some point a copy of Coloured Pencil magazine, and if you haven't already purchased a copy, then you're probably already subscribed to it and get it on a monthly basis, whether it's on your tablet or whether you get it posted to you. It was the first magazine that I purchased whenever I started getting into Coloured Pencil magazines. There wasn't a great deal of stuff out there, you know, to except for books that were on Amazon, but in terms of magazines and publications, there was only a couple. But Coloured Pencil magazine was the one I downloaded, and I loved it from day one. In fact, I wrote to Sally, I think it was around about this time last year, letting her know how much I loved the magazine, and I let her know a little bit about me, and lo and behold, the next month or so, I think it was a February edition, my story was published in Coloured Pencil magazine, and that was a tremendous, I mean, it was, I couldn't believe that my story had been put into the magazine. But anyway, a couple of months ago, Sally and I got talking, and we were discussing this, and I put this idea to Sally, and Sally seemed to really enjoy it and like it, and lo and behold, we're now here where I am the new review columnist for Coloured Pencil magazine. So I hope you guys are going to really enjoy it. You already know the fantastic quality that you get from Coloured Pencil magazine, and so anything I do, it's just going to be enhanced by being in that magazine. You may have also noticed that over the past couple of months that my videos have improved a little bit, and my writing has improved a little bit, and you know, things are getting better, and a lot of that is down to Sally as well. Sally is the editor-in-chief of Coloured Pencil magazine, and I've been kind of like being mentored a little bit, so to speak, by Sally. She's been helping me along the way, little tips and little things about that need tweaking and what have you, and really the reason why things are being improved so much are down to the experience and the wealth of knowledge that Sally has, and she's been passing this along to me. Because I don't want to take credit for all of this, because it's definitely not just been me. Sally has been a massive contributing factor to the Art Gear Guide and everything going forward, and how things have improved on my website and my writing ability and my videos and all sorts of things. So although change is a little bit different, I'm hoping that you're going to see the benefits of it very soon. Anyway, as you can see by the title of this video is a review of the Caran D'Ache Pablo pencil. I've been dying to get my hands on a set of these. I finally got there, and so without any further ado, let's get on to the Caran D'Ache Pablo review. Hi guys, Harry here from the Art Gear Guide. This is my first review for 2017 and my first review as the Art Gear Guide. So as you can see, this is the Caran D'Ache Pablo review. I've been absolutely dying to get my hands on these pencils. I'm sure if you've been following me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or any of those other social networking sites, you will have picked up how eager I have been to get hold of these pencils and do a review for them. Now, as you can see here, it's the 30 set, which I would absolutely love the 120 set, but at this present time and moment, with it being Christmas and what have you, this was the only set that I could afford. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, you know, I'm reviewing the pencil, so having only one or two pencils here would be good enough, because it will give you an indication of how good or bad the pencil is. So the size of the set isn't really relevant for the reviews, but nevertheless, I am in love with this pencil and would just love to have had the 120 set. So as we open the tin, and I do apologise for the glare of the tin here, as you can, and it's going out of focus because it's such a shiny tin and the light is just causing havoc here with the focus. Just let me zoom in a little bit. As you can see here, the beautiful colours laid out. Now, just let me grab one of these pencils. So the Caran D'Ache pencil, or Pablo, is it's a hexagonal pencil. So a lot of colour pencil artists prefer this type of format, because whenever they're using drafting boards or anything like that, this pencil's not going to be rolling around and falling off the desk, which is something that colour pencil artists try to avoid like the plague, because if you have a pencil it's falling onto the floor or anything like that, the chances are the core is going to be shattered all the way through and cause problems when it comes to sharpening. Talking about the core is a 3.8mm core, and the barrel is 6.9. So the core is the same type of core as the Faber-Castell Polychromos, but a slightly thinner barrel. It's made of the American cedar wood, which a lot of pencils are now, especially the high-end pencils. And in terms of sharpening, the ability to sharpen it and for it to maintain a point, it sharpens absolutely perfect. I haven't sharpened every single one of these, but I've sharpened the vast majority of them, and I've not had a breakage or shattering or any splitting of the wood or anything like that. It does keep a point for a relatively long period of time, but it is quite a soft core. And although this pencil does get pigeonholed as kind of like a detail pencil, it is surprisingly, it keeps its point for quite a long time, but it is surprisingly soft and creamy whenever you are laying down the colour. Now, if we have a look along the side of the pencil here, we can see that it says permanent colour, and then just after that it says Pablo, which is obviously the type of pencil that it is. Then just along a bit from Pablo it says Caran D'Ache, so it's got the Caran D'Ache logo, so to speak. And then just after that it says Swiss made, so it's letting you know where the pencils are made. It has a beautiful gold band here, which ordinarily would separate, say, the wood shaft, which with some pencils is just wood or a single colour. But with these pencils, with the Pablo, the entirety of the shaft is coloured to indicate what the pigment is in the core. So there's no need to just look at the tip to find out what colour you're using. But for a lot of colour pencil artists, they do like to have the name of the colour written on the side, and we do have that with the Pablo. If we just turn it over, it has the name of the colour written in 2 languages, and then just after that it has a 6-digit code which corresponds to the pencil if you are ordering this pencil in open stock. So as with all Caran D'Ache pencils, the Caran D'Ache Pablo is no exception, and it comes open stock, so you can order whatever pencil you want, when you want and when you need it. Just further on towards the end here, towards your gold band, you will see a star system. This one has 2 stars. Again, this is the Caran D'Ache star system for the Lightfast rating. It indicates to you how lightfast the pencil is. If you just let me lift up another pencil here. You can see here there's a 3-star pencil, indicating obviously that is the most light fast out of the 2 pencils. And as I spoke to you a little bit about on the Faber-Castell review, I find the more and more I do these reviews and the more I get into colour pencils and research Lightfastness and what have you, I really do feel that the colour pencil manufacturers should really now, at this stage of the game, because the medium is becoming so widespread and so popular, I really do feel that they should have some sort of rating system on the individual pencils. And the reason being, as I have already expressed, if a colour pencil artist, some of the high-end colour pencil artists, whenever they're doing a project, if a particular colour that is really prominent in their work, say like it's a brown or something like that, if that's a 1-star rating, that colour pencil artist will stay away from that colour as much as they can, because if it's the most prominent colour and they use that 1-star rating, in about 20 years time, that one particular colour will have faded and it will be so incredibly noticeable. It's obviously slightly different if you're using if you're just using a little bit of the colour, and it's not really going to be that noticeable. But if it's a predominant colour in the project, most high-end colour pencil artists will stay away from that 1-star rating pencil, which is the reason why I find it's important for these pencils to be individually marked. So let me just put these back then into the tin. So as usual, I have a little test here that I've done. Let me just zoom in a little bit here, stop this. Okay, so as you can see, this top row has one light layer of colour. So we've got red, blue, yellow and green. It's one very, very light layer. Then the second row has got 5 light layers. Now as you can see here, let me just move this up a little bit and zoom in a little bit. Although it's got 5 layers, you can still see the tooth of the paper because they've been applied lightly. And in terms of layering, the Pablo is a great pencil. I didn't have any issues with it blooming or you know, that tacky stickiness that you can get with it whenever you are layering with pencils. Then the row below it has just got one heavy application of pigment, and so you can see there that the tooth of the paper is well and truly pressed, and it's just a pigment, and you can see the vibrancy of the colours of the Pablo pencil. It's just phenomenal. Just below that, again, I have two blending tests. The top test has just used the actual pencil, so you can see there it's created a beautiful orange and a green here with the blue. The next test down has been used with solvent just on these bits here where the two colours meet, and again you can see that the mixing of the colours has been pretty effortless. When I was doing it, I mean, it really was like just using paint. The next test that I have here is a light application and a heavy application of red, because red is quite a notorious colour for being difficult to get rid of. So I'm just going to use my Derwent battery eraser and let you see. Okay, so that's the light application. And that's the heavy. This is the heavy application. As you can see here, it's obviously struggling a little bit with the heavier application, but it really is a heavy application. And the next test that I'm going to use here is the little Tombow mono eraser, because a lot of colour pencil artists will use this type of eraser for highlights. And so, as you can see there on the light application, it lifts off very well indeed. And on the heavy application, even on the heavy application, it still lifts relatively well. Okay, so the next test that I've done is laid down the 4 colours that I used on the test and on black paper. This is Winsor & Newton black paper, and you can see here the colours are incredibly vibrant, very, very opaque, and very thick looking, beautiful. I mean, like, the pigment in the Pablo is just a beautiful pigment. The laying of that is incredibly thick and creamy, and it was on occasions just like, especially when you were putting heavy applications of it down, it was just like a paint. So it gave you that beautiful effect. So that's it on black paper. I also used these pencils on adult colouring book, and as I've spoke many times about the adult colouring book, I know there's many different varieties of it, but the particular book that I've used, the Pablo, works absolutely fantastic on it. There's no issues at all whatsoever with the paper I have, and I will put the image up on the screen. Unfortunately, this time I don't have any artwork of my own. It's just been incredibly busy over Christmas and what have you, and so I haven't had a chance to do a piece, but I will do a piece, and I will add it up very, very soon with the Pablo pencils. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the sets that come with the Pablo that are available. So it comes with a set of 12, 18, 30, 40, 80 and 120. So 120 is the largest range that you can get with the Pablo, and a nice little set of 12. Now what I've done is I've taken the set of 30, which is kind of like your mid-range, and then the set of 120, and I've priced this up on Amazon in various different places. So UK, you're looking at, for a set of 30, £40, and for the 120 set, you're looking at about £206. These are Amazon prices in the UK. Then Amazon prices in the US, for the 30 set, you're looking at about $68, and for the 120 set, it's about $299. And then in terms of euros, I went on to the German Amazon and got the price there. So you're looking at about 48 euros for a 30 set and 225 euros for the 120 set. I did go onto the Australian Amazon, but it would appear that unfortunately in Australia, on Amazon anyway, the Pablos are not available. Now I don't know whether that's just they're not available full stop, or that there was just nothing on Amazon on the day that I've done this. So unfortunately I can't give you any price range for Australia, but that's a broad price range of the sets in the UK, the US, around Europe, and unfortunately I couldn't get the Australian one. So anyway, as you can see here, and as I'm sure you can tell by my written review and speaking about these pencils, I absolutely love the Pablo. It is an absolutely beautiful pencil, really, really is, and it's a really, really tough call between the Pablo and the Luminance for me as to which one is the best, because they are both incredibly well made, well balanced, incredibly light fast pencils, and you know, you couldn't ask for much more out of either of these two pencils. So if you were to say to me, you know, which pencil would you recommend between the Luminance and the Pablo, that would be a really difficult call. I couldn't make that call because I can't make it for myself, and so the only thing I can say is, if you can afford both of them, get both of them, because they are fantastic pencils. They will complement each other incredibly well. There's not going to be any issues with you mixing and matching some Pablo, some Luminance pencils or anything like that. It's just not going to happen. So that's it. That's my review for the Caran D'Ache Pablo pencil. I hope it has helped you. If it has helped you, or you think it might be of some benefit to somebody else, then please share this video. Please comment and like and rate and all those other things. I love looking at your comments down below. I love chatting to you and stuff like that, and some of the comments that I get are fantastic. And you know, if there's something I've missed out and you feel that it should be included into it, then please by all means leave the comment down below, and I will amend the written review of it over on my website or anything like that. I am definitely not averse to having a little bit of criticism fired my way, because it's the only way that I'm going to improve. But that's it, guys. So thanks very much for stopping by, for watching the video and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, go across to the Art Gear Guide. You can watch or read all the reviews over there, and don't forget to pick up a copy of Coloured Pencil magazine, because you will be able to get the reviews that I do on a monthly basis in Coloured Pencil magazine. That's it, guys. Thanks very much for following and for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye.